So there's a misconception about marketing that I want to address in this video. And it's that if you just post more, marketing will work. And honestly, that is incorrect. The reality is that posting does not equal marketing. See, the core problem is that people are posting more and more content than ever today. But the issue is that a lot of them are unsure on why people should even care. And so I want to reframe your thinking in this video about marketing to understand that marketing is just positioning and posting content is just distribution of your positioning. So in this video, I'm going to give you 6 reasons, 6 points that help support this idea and help you understand marketing, posting, positioning, all these things better. Before we do that, I just want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Jean-Baptiste. I've been in software development for over 15 years, building and shipping real products. And right now I'm building my own SaaS platform called Adely, which helps business owners post and also position themselves to reach all across social media from one simple app. And so I'll talk about that more later on in the video, but for now, let's get into point 1. So point number 1, posting is an activity, positioning is a strategy. See, activity without direction doesn't compound. So when we're talking about posting, we're talking about posting online to social media platforms, and that's your output. That's what people see. With positioning, we're talking about the direction and the strategy of your posting. So you can post every day online and still be invisible, still be confused, still be heading in the wrong direction, and all those lead to ineffective results. So positioning with your solution, with what you're offering, clarifies who this offer is for, who benefits from this offer, who this is not for, and why someone should choose you over everybody else. That is positioning. So the takeaway here is without positioning, posting just becomes noise. There's no signal, there's no reach, there's no traction. It's just something sent out into the wind unless you have a clear strategy behind who this is trying to target. And so this is where most people get stuck, and we'll talk about that in the next point. So point number 2, positioning starts with one clear problem. And the idea here is clarity beats creativity. See, most businesses talk about their services, their features, what they have to offer to clients, all the cool, shiny things they can do, but not enough of them are talking about how they actually solve the customer's problem. And that's where positioning is key. See, customers care about the problem and the outcome, and strong positioning focuses on one clear pain point that the customer has and the solution to solving that pain point. So just remember, if a problem is not clear in your positioning, the posting will never land. It doesn't matter how many times you post and try to reach your audience. If there's not a clear problem that's identified in your strategy, in your positioning, it will not land. And so now that you understand positioning, you understand the strategy, let's talk about consistency. So point number 3, consistency without positioning is just repetition. Repeating the wrong message hundreds of times doesn't help. Let's say you have an offer A and target audience B, and the only thing that's preventing you from reaching that target audience is the right positioning. See, if you have the right positioning, you'll easily be able to connect with your target audience. But with the wrong positioning, you're reaching somewhere far off, and no matter how many times you post, that message is never landing with your target audience. So a lot of people think posting consistently is just growing, but if the message is unclear, if the positioning is unclear, you'll never hit the mark. So positioning drives consistency because you have one clear idea, one clear focus, and you know who you're trying to target. So the key here is to say one clear thing. Just pick one clear thing, one sentence, one problem that you're trying to solve, and attack that problem from multiple different angles, multiple different formats, video, blog, email, but attacking that one main problem over and over and over again. That will give you the clarity that you need through positioning. And this leads to point 4. Positioning is what makes you different. And we're talking about differentiation here as your offering. And so the key here is that differentiation lives in perspective. See, most people just copy the trends, the formats, the hook. They see somebody else doing something that's in their same field and they just copy the exact same thing. But what makes positioning key is that it's based on your own ideals, your own values, your own personal convictions. And that's what makes you unique. See, when you're positioning, it's very important to take your own personal experience into account because nobody and no one can copy that. So I'll give you an example. For Adely, our key positioning is that we had a web design agency before we started Adely, and we struggled to market ourselves online. And because of that, we decided to take our skill set with software development and build our own platform that we wish we could have used to market ourselves. effectively and efficiently. And so that story is unique to us. And the way everything transpired to build up to create Italy is unique to us. And we use that in our positioning, saying, if you're a business owner who's struggling with marketing, we were struggling too, and we created this for people like you because we used to be in the same category. And so that's just an example of positioning driving differentiation. And so let's go to point 5. Point 5 is positioning drives conversion, not virality. And so people today are chasing attention through virality. They're saying, if I just get one viral post, everything will change, my business will transform. Well, that's simply not the case anymore. Now, trust is far more important than attention. People can get attention pretty easily, do something shocking, but to get people's trust, and that trust turn into income into your business and profit into your business, that is the key. And positioning helps with that, because positioning attracts the right people and pushes out the wrong ones. So it doesn't matter if your post hits 1 million people if all 1 million of those people are the wrong customers and they don't benefit you in any way. But with the correct positioning, you can hit 1,000 customers and 500 of them take your offer. That is the importance and power of positioning to drive conversion. So clear positioning makes buying for the customer easier, and it leads to shorter sales cycles because you're hitting the exact target, the exact person that you want. And so that person they're already like, I want this, I see this, click, buy. When you get to that point, it becomes so much more easier. And that's the key of positioning. And so I know I've been talking about positioning. And a lot of you are thinking, okay, so where does posting fit? And that is our next point, point number 6. Posting is the distribution layer. And so let's say you have your positioning, you have your strategy, you have where to go, you know exactly everything's on point. You still have to get the message out. And that's where posting is the key. So the core idea here is content delivers positioning to your market. You have your positioning, but in order to get that positioning from your brain, from your values, from your website, from your app, your offer, in front of the customer's eyes, you need to post. There are 3 things your content should always do. Your content should always reinforce positioning, educate the customer, and repeat the core message with intention, meaning you're saying the same thing each and every post, each and every piece of content they see is reinforcing the same thing in different ways and reinforcing your positioning. Every post that you make should answer the question, what do I want to be known for? What do I want my brand to be known for? And that is the key of posting. It's to reinforce the positioning that you've already created and reinforce that same thing. Repeat that same message over and over and over again. Never get tired of repeating the same message. And that's why I said your convictions and your values are very important, because the more you believe in something, the more you want to get the word out and say it over and over and over again. And that's the key with posting with intention of your positioning. So in closing, let's just wrap this up and tie everything together. So I want you guys to shift your mindset as we close. I want your mindset to change in terms of marketing, posting, positioning. And let's just recap what we've talked about in this video. So marketing isn't about posting more. It's not about posting every single day and just throwing out posts. It's about being clearer in your intentions of how you post and what you post. And that's the point and the key of positioning. Positioning defines who you're meant to help, who you're not meant to help, and your core values. In summary, posting is what you do. Positioning is who you are. So the reality today is that most small businesses struggle with either posting, positioning, or both. And by that I mean they struggle with what to say or how to say it and the consistency of saying it. And that's why I created Italy. Italy helps you clarify your message and get that message out consistently. I created it to help business owners post, not just for the sake of posting, but posting with intention. So when you use Italy, it helps you get your positioning together first, and then it helps and manages all of your posting. So if you want help with both, feel free to try it out. I'll leave a link in the description. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and leave any comments down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and thank you so much. Catch you guys in the next one. God bless.